Hey guys and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show how we can improve the results demonstration in ABAQUS. First, let's look at some examples. Here, I modeled a T-shaped beam subjected to a 4-point loading. By taking advantage of the symmetries, I modeled only a quarter of the beam. So you can see that the legend is hard to comprehend, background color is not suitable for demonstration, and we have some state blocks that don't mean anything for an exhibition. Modifying these issues like this will significantly improve the demonstration. Another example is related to using symmetries. Here, I've modeled a line-like structure that is part of a tube, so you can spot the difference using symmetric conditions. Finally, we have a slab that is subjected to a column removal. It is common sense that eliminating a column will result in downward movements of the slab. So we don't have to use the second component of the displacement vector, and we can simply show the magnitude of the displacement vector. Moreover, the color red usually means a critical value. However, in this example, ABAQUS uses red for positive values. Changing the color arrangements will also enhance the visualization. Now that we've seen some examples, I'm going to focus on modifying the viewport, starting with the background color and element visualization. To change the background color, you simply have to go for the View option in Toolbar and select the Graphics options. At the bottom of the pop-up window, here we have a section that says Viewport Background. Its default is Gradient. You can select Solid, and from here, select the background color. We usually select the white because it is more convenient for papers and research articles. Also, if you want to hide the state blocks, you can simply go to viewport option, and here we have viewport annotation options. Here you can unselect the options that you want to hide. For example, if I only want to show the legend, I can simply unselect others, press apply, and OK. Also, if you want to eliminate the mesh discretization from the viewport, you can simply go to common options, and at the part where it says visible edges, you can say that I want only feature edges. So it only shows the end edges of our part. Furthermore, if you want to make your legend more understandable, first you can start by reducing the legend size. You can go to contour options, and here you can select, for example, 5 discrete options that will reduce the numbers and the size of the vector that is shown in the legend. Also, ABAQUS by default uses red for positive value here and blue for negative values. And if you want to reverse this, you can go simply to spectrum here and select your spectrum as you prefer. For example, if I want to reverse the rainbow here, I can select reverse rainbow and press apply. So you can see that the critical value here is red and the positive value here is blue. Also, if you want to make some changes to the fonts of the legend, you can go to viewport annotation options. Here you can go to the legend tab. If you want to move the legend, you can simply change these numbers, which are not recommended because you can also displace the figure. If you want to set the font, you can go to fonts. I prefer Calibri here. You can set Calibri from this option, the size 14 bold, and you can see that it changes the legend font. Also, for me, the format fixed is more understandable, and you can see why. In another example, I want to use the mirror option. First, I'm going to select my legend only to be shown fixed. If I want to make some changes to the color, you can use, for example, color yellow, which is, by the way, too much. You can make it more understandable. Reduce the size of the legend and make some changes to the element visibility. As you can see here, I have too much element visibility and I want to reduce them. So if I want to take the advantage of mirroring, I have to go for View, ODB Display Options, and here I have the Mirror Pattern options. So if I want to use the global system, you can use the CSYS equal to global, or if you have other options in which I have here, I can use them. For example, if I want, for example, 500 copies of this structure in only 90 degrees, I can simply put 90, 500 and press apply. It is going to take some time, but it will eventually make this happen. Or if you want to change the axis, you can simply change the axis, and as you can see it here, the changes are applied. So I'm going to change the background color for more visibility. As you can see, it is already happening. Again, ODB display options, and I'm going to mirror this structure with respect to XZ, YZ planes in my cylindrical coordinate system. I will press apply. It is going to take some time based on the CPU and GPU, but it will eventually make it happen. Now you can see the structure, but the element visibility is poor. We can modify it, and from the feature edges, only select no edges here and press apply. It will take some time, but the results will get better. So now you can see that the results is in the way that we can take a snapshot or we can export an image. In another example, I want to show how we can produce some good animations. So you can see the animation option here. We can use time history, for example. It would produce something like this for this example, but the frames are not what we like, for example, and the legend is so hard to comprehend. So I'm going to make my animation play once and a little bit slower. As you can see it here, start from the beginning. You can see the speed. Also, I want to use the time based here, for example, 0.1, which makes it so faster. I prefer the frame based, for example. And if we want to work with the legend, I'm going to reduce the legend size here and play with the spectrum. I want to create a new spectrum, delete the extra colors here, put it into a new spectrum, and you can see that the results is going to be some way better. But if I want to only show two colors, for example, red, blue, or black and white, I can simply go to my spectrum and use, for example, blue to red, as you can see it here. However, when you are using only Bluetooth red, you can see that the legend is going to be something like this. And if you want to fix it, we can simply go to make it discrete to two options here. And it is going to be something like this. If you want to make a animation, you can simply extract here, or if you want to take a snapshot, you can only select where the slab is. Also, there are tons of options in Abacus for visualization. You can simply find them by exploring these viewport and view options. For example, if you want to only display results, for example, stresses in a preferred coordinate system, you can go to results here, option, transformation, and if you have a transform option, you can simply use the user specified transform option and display the results in that coordinate system, or else it will use the default X, Y, Z option. This concludes our video. If you find this video useful, please support me by liking and subscribing to my channel. Take care.